Hey there. This is going to be a weird video, but it's kind of a philosophy video for me and most of the crazier conspiracies out there. I like to call it dying well. And if X, Y, or Z is true, if the reptilians are going to come and eat us, or if the global governments are going to outlaw the ability to even go in the woods and shit, and you're just going to have to live in a little techno state, and if all that's true, I intend to die well. What do I mean by that? What I mean is in Predator, when it gets down towards the end and it's like Sonny and Arnold and the chick and the Predator, and the dude stops on the log, Sonny, and fucking cuts his chest and just faces the fucking thing with a knife. That's what I mean when I say die well. Like, I don't intend to live in the fucking techno hellhole that they seem to want to put us into. I refuse to. They can either let me go do my own thing on my own land and they can do their thing on their land, or they can come and kill me. Like, there's no bones about it. Like, I'm done with them and this entire fucking show. That's what this is. This is like a show for retards that we're all watching unfold before us. Um, I think the Amish have some shit right. So I'm gonna go live like the Amish, basically, in my own hippy dippy gay ass kind of way until they round us up and feed us to reptilians or whatever it is. Some of the crazier conspiracy theories are as to what's going on. If those are true, I don't see no reason to continue going. And for my own personal like life philosophy, like I believe in reincarnation. Like I think our souls are just doing time on this rock, basically in these fucking like bodies. And this whole thing is some sort of like trap to have us fall into like being in a computer thing instead of being what we're supposed to be. Okay. If you just have faith in the universe and fucking die a good death, you'll be back here again. You'll have a new family. They'll love you. You'll love them. Like, have faith that the universe will take care of you and die well. That's more of, you know, that's better life advice than almost anyone else will ever fucking give you. There's going to be shit in the world that you can't do anything about. Like, you can't. It's going to happen. So just continue on and plan to die well if it comes to it. That's kind of where I'm at in life. And I think that's where most people should be through this. I think we're going through a time of trials and tribulations and that kind of thing. And like maybe on the other end of it, a better world will come out. That's kind of what happened with World War II in a way. Or you can say that like what came out of World War II is the monster that we are currently watching eat the earth. It could go either way, but either way, the future should be interesting to watch. And I think the best bet you can make for the future is to live in the country, be off grid, and make money in your own way. And like whether that's on the internet somehow or like you actually making something with your hands and selling it locally, like something like that. That's your best bet for the future. Get really, really good at making something that people need, that they are going to need to buy. Like for my own part, one of my biggest preps is I invested in my ability to make knives. And not that, knives are the end all be all, but in doing that, I taught myself woodworking, blacksmithing, um, and various other things, how to work with kydex and leather. And like, it kind of made me a jack of all trades when it comes to making shit. And I think that that's worth its weight in gold. And I kept all of my forging equipment that doesn't need electricity. I have all of it and all the hand tools still. And I'm kind of thinking of adding like a blower for a charcoal forge and a hand crank grinder. Because really, if you had those and a forest and a supply of metal, you could make all kinds of shit to sell. And if there is no one to buy anything, well, then maybe that's like the road again. Like go die well. Like I don't know what to tell you. This is what I'm doing to prepare for the future, and it's what I've been doing for many years. I don't fucking or is fucking you once. That's it. And dying well. I think Sonny from Predator pretty much sums it up well. Like face it bravely, sing your death song, and die like a badass. There's a Tecumseh quote I like that you can look up. It's about all of this kind of shit. I have a video on it, probably on YouTube, definitely on Instagram, where I read it. It's it's worth reading. It's the Tecumseh quote from the end of Act of Valor. Um, if you Google that, you'll find it. I'll leave you on that thought. See you guys later.